Pressure Points. I'm Mayor D, and this is my paranormal baddie, AJ. We're coming at you with Season 4, Episode 29, The Hammersmith Gavel. Find us on Instagram and Twitter at PointsOPressure. It's getting spooky today, so get fucking ready, cuties.
I hope that you banging the table didn't get picked up.
I really hope that it did.
I'm going to go back through and erase it on purpose.
Don't you dare.
I'm going to replace it with you beeping.
You'll just offset everything by doing that because you're too lazy to add in dead sound.
Oh, no. I'm just going to erase it from that track. So right now, everybody will be hearing me talk over you.
Yeah.
Because it'll be delayed.
Incessantly interrupting me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Well, welcome back. It's another fun-filled Monday.
Oh, yeah, it is Monday.
Jesus Christ, AJ.
Oh,
you were so bad at this.
Why am I the president and CEO
of being bad at
of
dates?
This podcast?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You're right. I'm just CEO. You're president.
Just co-CEO.
No. I'm CEO.
I'm not taking a fall when
you can have
when
president
things go bad
and vice president.
No,
you can be
I don't want
president of the board and the board.
No, because president and president of the board take the fall when bad shit happens. CEO just sits back and says, "Well, I shouldn't have hired him." Not me.
Okay, you can be my CFO.
No.
How about you'll be head of the Department of Acquisitions?
Nope. Nope.
It's all right. I'm the CEO. I get to hire you however I want.
Nope. That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
No. Oh, but yeah, how was your week, man?
God damn. Stressful? Not too bad. My car took a shit.
Yeah. So did you figure out what was wrong with it?
Nope.
No.
I'm taking it in tomorrow.
It's leaking oil, right?
It's misfiring and leaking miscellaneous fluids.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oy vey.
Oy vey. But at least my coolant isn't bad.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Yeah.
So in that, I guess in a good transition.
It's a fantastic transition.
By all means, check out our Patreon so that we can fix AJ's car or help him buy a replacement.
Please.
Follow the link below. This week on our Sloppy Seconds, we talk about the Jetpack Guy. He returns to Sloppy Seconds and more Twilight Zone mishaps.
Yeah.
So it's a good one.
I also remembered in the description below in this episode, there's an Etsy shop link. So go ahead, check it out.
Yeah,
it's got some awesome video game stuff. Do it. It's from a fan.
Super
check them out.
Great stuff
they're really good. So buy some. Buy all of his stuff.
Yeah.
Make it so that he can't
work anymore because he's making so many things.
Falls behind in school.
You dick.
So, yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Yeah, super cool shit.
Now I got to remember to put that in there. I'm going to forget.
Yeah, you won't. I'll remind you.
Okay, good.
Oh, goodness.
So what you do this weekend?
Well, before I get to this weekend, this week at work, I have to get up really early, right? And
yeah.
I don't really like getting up that early all the time. Some days it's cool. Other days it just blows, and I'm like, yo, fuck this. So it was like 8 a.m., and I was caught resting my eyes at
Were
my desk.
you?
Yeah. However, I had my arms folded, and I was leaning forward like this, right?
I know what you did.
You know exactly what it is. So I had my arms folded, my head was down a little bit, and I had my eyes closed. Somebody walks up, like, "Hey, you good?" And I sit up and I go, "Yeah, sorry, I was praying. My bad. What can I help with you today?"
I knew.
Bada bing!
I knew. You should have just said amen.
Jesus saved you, boy. Yeah. So thanks, God. I appreciate it.
Yo, Jesus.
Thanks for coming through once. And then this weekend AJ and I took our ladies out to a nice night on the town.
As nice of a night on a town you can get around here.
So I repotted some plants, and we went and got Taco Bell, and I got way too fucking high before we ordered. And we went and saw The Green Knight, which was just amazing.
Phenomenal.
It's, if you're looking for an action flick, don't go in expecting to see an action flick. Yeah, it's really good. It's about, I mean, you know more about it than me.
Yeah, I don't want to give much away because, spoilers.
Well,
it's a new movie.
To be
but,
fair,
it's
that poem's been out for a good 600 years now.
Shut the fuck up. No, so it's a Sir Arthur, King Arthur of Camelot story adaptation from a really old poem. Basically follows his nephew. Mm-hmm. And the imagery, it's an A24 movie,
God.
so it's got some weird shit. The imagery is fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it's got some really beautiful shots.
The one in the intro scene where it's just like the two spotlights up in the sky and the lights coming. Oh my God.
My favorite was the one where he's leaving Camelot.
Yeah.
And it's just that long drawn out. It was good.
Oh, honestly, it was really good.
I won't go any further. But yeah, check that shit out for sure, because,
if you're a nerd, we always ask you guys for suggestions of what to watch. Now we're giving back.
Yeah, get stoned, watch that shit.
Not too stoned.
Or don't get too stoned. Or don't get stoned at all.
Yeah, but watch it.
It's good.
It's really good.
It's got a little, a handful of intricacies, and I definitely recommend reading a synopsis after, because it's one that I now want to go see a second time.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, now that I know all the stuff, I'm
sober.
like, oh, okay.
I'd want to go see it again sober.
Yeah. So it's
lots of metaphor.
It's a fucking trip, yeah.
Oh, and beautiful storytelling. Not a lot of dialogue. Just the portrayal of different emotions and things through color. And we sound like assholes.
We do. We sound like pretentious assholes, but
I promise, it's a good movie.
I like artistic films. I'm not going to apologize for it.
I will.
I'm not. They make them for a reason. People like me who are pretentious assholes about movies.
You can't afford to go to all those film festivals.
I don't go to film festivals. They just stream it for free. Fuck that. Hollywood has enough money that they lie about. Check out our sloppy seconds on that shit.
Nice reference.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I was saying a lot of these artistic films are by low budget directors who are just trying to break into the to the French Film Festival and all that shit.
Oh yeah, but I still watch it for free. So
yeah,
not this
Fuck
one.
them.
We paid, and we got plenty stoned, so it was fully worth it.
It was really good. So go watch it. Watch it in theaters.
Yeah, big time.
I think it's totally worth it.
Yeah, it feels like one that you'll
get more
much better
from
theaters.
the sound
and the giant ass screen.
Or VR. Watch it in VR if you have one of those. It's basically the same.
Yeah, right? Oh goodness, God. I need to try doing that. Watching shit in VR. Apparently I can play video games.
In VR?
In the VR theater. Like if I wanted to play Overwatch in VR theater, I could.
Yeah,
so
but
the
why?
screen would still be Overwatch. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you've never used it for video games before.
God. Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's a lot of VR porn.
Did you know that
the porn machine plays video games?
Yeah, God. Oh, Jesus. No, thank you. Oh, man. So, yeah.
There you go. That's the episode.
That's the fucking week, baby.
That's the episode. We'll talk to you guys later.
Every week. I swear to God.
Every week I think I'm original.
Every week. It's that joke. That same fucking joke.
Every week with you. It's the same fucking...
Damn it!
The same casserole. Spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Barrels.
Oh, God. So, back to... I mean... No, I'm not even going to try a good transition on this one.
Right back at it.
So back to what we were talking about. I was reading, and I was thinking about doing an episode on Spring Hill Jack, right? And I had talked to AJ. We planned it. We were like, yo, we'll build this shit up. We'll do a little, I do some shit, you do some shit. It was going to be great, right? I got like a paragraph in, and there was another link that was like, one of the most noteworthy paranormal experiences in London in the early 1800s was this. And I was like, it'll fill. It'll be some good filler time. Maybe give me a good background.
Yeah, it'll add on like 10 minutes.
I click on it, and it was one of the most interesting ghost stories I think I've read.
Is this a first ghost story from D?
Yeah.
This is like a second paranormal anything from D?
I'm hitting you with the Scooby-Doo special, baby.
Usually this is me.
I know it is, but this one's me.
Do we have Scooby-Doo music on the soundboard?
No.
Pull it up. We need this.
D gets spooky, bitch.
Turn it down. Leave this in the background for as long as we can.
Okay, all right.
All right.
How's that?
I think
that sounds good.
Let's look. Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay. So, in 1803 in London, a town called Hammersmith. I'm gonna go a little bit lower because
yeah, you can. Yeah, go as low as you
ADD gets a little fucked up with the guy. Okay, so Hammersmith has basically an odd event happening that goes on, right?
Yeah.
This is setting up such a goof. It feels campy as fuck.
I love it.
In November that year, a lot of people start claiming that they see this guy. They're seeing this guy that the town knows committed suicide the year before.
Okay.
And they know that he was buried in the churchyard. And they're having little like happenings close to the churchyard and everything. Mm-hmm. So much so that one of the first stories that really came out involved an elderly woman, and she was walking past the churchyard one night, and she said she was grabbed by the ghost, and she said it was vivid, like I know I was grabbed by something. Nobody else really saw it or anything, and she actually died of a stroke 2 days later.
Well, all right. So we got a little strokey ghosty.
Yeah, right? Or they say she died of shock, right?
I mean, she had a stroke. She died of a stroke.
Well, I don't know. I messed up. I don't know if it was a stroke.
Oh, okay.
But they said died of shock. She was old, though.
Okay, so you probably had a fucking heart attack.
Yeah, around the same time, a pregnant woman had an encounter. This is not spooky so much. I'm turning it
okay.
off. So a pregnant woman had an encounter, and it was kind of the same. She said she was seized by the ghost by the churchyard late one night, and a few days later, she died of shock.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we have a serial shocker.
Yeah. 2 for the pink, 1 for the stink, says the ghost.
Where does the thumb go? Never mind.
It holds down.
Never mind. No, it
holds
doesn't.
it down for the gooch.
I don't.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to, but maybe for the.
It's let's not talk about this.
It's for the hammer. Pop, 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 pop.
It looks like we're playing cowboys.
We're shooting guns,
and we're shooting each other.
Yeah, this is D at 7 years old. Like, pow, pow! I'm gonna shoot you with the shocker. And my mom would very likely go, "That's a unique gun." And then one of my neighbors would be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe D is flashing the shocker all over the place." His parents have no idea. Okay, so these 2 women die. Big deal. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, they're already 80. Just let them die.
So, around the same time, in November as well, a brewer's servant claimed to have been throttled by the ghost. So he was wandering around the churchyard with one of his friends, and he turned, and he remembers the ghost grabbing him by the throat, lifting him off the ground, and his friend was up ahead of him, and his friend kind of hears like a commotion going on behind. Friend turns around, and as that happens, the ghost like disappears, makes himself invisible, and is gone.
Okay.
Right? So the friend can't see it. his buddy, the brewer's servant, back on his 2 feet. He swings out to punch at this ghost, and he said it felt like hitting a soft coat, like an overcoat.
So there's some physical contact.
Yeah, but he couldn't see anything afterwards. He was just kind of swinging loosely.
Okay.
So
was he wearing a coat? I'm just kidding.
Probably. It was November in London, so very likely. The night watchman that would wander the churchyards claimed to have chased the ghost, but it threw off its cloak and disappeared. So you're getting kind of like regular stories across the whole thing.
There are multiple people experiencing this.
Yeah, it's grabby, and it's not grabby with like one type of person. It's across the board. When it could potentially be exposed or apprehended or ganged up on, it disappears. But yeah, it's a grabby little guy.
Grab a little ghost.
Yeah, grabby little suicide boy. Now, the claims are so often in Hammersmith that the city and a lot of concerned citizens end up creating their own police force, basically.
Oh, a lynch mob for ghosts.
Yeah, 100% that.
I just realized this entire time I've been yelling into the microphone. I'm so sorry.
That's all good. No worries. So they set up this little police force, more or less like a neighborhood watch, right? They wander around the street at night, a handful of them, but all of them are armed. Like, they all either have clubs or guns. And one guy that was kind of like, he was the original night watchman. He kind of kick-started the whole thing. He's like, I saw this ghost. It disappeared when it ran away from me, so we need more people. He's wandering around one night, and another fellow by the name of Francis Smith is also patrolling the area with a shotgun.
Hell yeah.
And these two cross paths, and Francis is just like, he seems like he's just hell-bent on getting this ghost tonight.
With a shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell
London,
yeah.
Early
I'm going to kill you again, you son of a bitch.
1800 London's was a weird fucking place, man. So, Francis is wandering about, and he runs into a ghostly appearing figure.
Interesting.
All white, standing on the corner, and he's just slowly walking, not in like a discernible direction or anything. He's just kind of like wandering. And so people reported hearing Francis yell, damn you.
I got that son of a bitch.
Yeah, damn you. Who are you? What are you? Damn you, I'll shoot you. And shortly after, they hear shots fired.
Well, all right.
Yeah, so people run out into the street, trying to find out exactly where things went down, and they find Francis standing with his gun, standing over the body of a man named Thomas Millwood. Now, Thomas Millwood was a bricklayer, right?
Okay.
He had just left his family's home, and he was actually heading to work. And Thomas was kind of known for, though he was a bricklayer, he was known for being really clean with his clothing. Mm-hmm. Like, if he ever got, like, he got dirty or anything, he would either buy new linens or he would buy, like, new shirts, whatever. But he was always wearing these very white clothes because he was a bricklayer. It hides the white cement that they were using at the time. So
mortar, yeah.
Mortar, yeah, there we go. And so Thomas is dead on the ground, and he has been shot in the jaw. It broke his neck.
Damn.
And they said that it injured the marrow, which I'm assuming, my guess is it likely just fucked up his brainstem. Because they say lower jaw. So, yeah. So
and
Thomas,
it's a shotgun. I'm assuming this dude shot him.
Yeah. Thomas Millwood gets fucked up with basically a musket. So
For a blunderbuss.
Yeah, pretty much. So Thomas gets just absolutely wrecked. And Smith is approached by other people, and they're like, what happened? What happened? And Smith almost seems angry. Not necessarily at himself, not necessarily at Thomas Millwood. He just seems like he's pissed. And...
well, that ghost got away.
Yeah, exactly. In my opinion, I see that as Thomas isn't so angry about the fact that, like, he shot somebody or that, like, he, well, killed somebody, but more so that he isn't able to protect his area from this ghost. Because Francis fully believes in this ghost.
No, this is exactly what happened. Ghost appeared. He shot at the ghost. Standing behind the ghost was the bricklayer.
There you go. Not bad. I like it.
Done.
So.
Solved it. You
Yeah,
can
right?
close the episode
Yeah.
now.
Oh, there's the joke again.
Fuck.
Jesus. So he goes back home, and Smith gets arrested later on that night.
What? He was protecting his house.
No, what? In fucking 19th century London, how could this happen? Who would have suspected? Now, at his trial, Thomas Millwood's wife goes to the stand, and she says her husband had been approached multiple times in the past, because Thomas was killed like early January, right? Mm-hmm. And she would tell Thomas, you need to make sure that you're wearing something other than just your bricklayer uniform and like really fresh linen pants, because people think that you're the fucking ghost.
Yeah.
Like, he would walk out there, and I'm assuming that this guy, he very likely works a graveyard shift. He's like, he probably looks white, just pale as shit.
Oh, yeah,
One,
he's a Londoner.
He's from London.
Yeah.
Two, he's probably working graveyard, so...
Who sees the sun?
The dude's just wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
So, he'd been approached about it previously, and she recommended to him that night, she said, Thomas, put on your overcoat. And he said, no, I don't need it, even though it's January. I'll be fine. He was not fine. Although, I don't know if an overcoat would have really saved him from Francis. I think Francis was looking to kill somebody that night.
Francis was on the hunt.
Yeah, Francis was on the prowl. So, Thomas Millwood's sister said Smith warned that he would shoot, but he fired almost immediately after his warning. Could have been a scared
is
trigger
this dude
finger.
a cop?
Yeah. The problem with writing
Freeze!
this...
Bang!
So while I was writing this whole thing, all I could really think about was fucking Zimmerman.
Yeah.
And Trayvon. That was it. And I was just like, when I think of Thomas Millwood, I think of a black person. And I think of Francis Smith as a fucking cop.
Jesus.
Like, even going over, I'm like, God damn, dude.
Yeah. It happened at night.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
it's a struggle.
It happened, isolated.
I was typing it up, and I was just like, I don't know. Is this a racist episode? And I was like, wait, no, this is not at all.
He's
Fuck.
hunting a ghost.
Yeah, God damn it.
For fuck's sake.
So, like I said, Millwood's sister was just like, yeah, there was basically no time for Thomas to defend himself, to say, hey, my name is Thomas Millwood. I am not a ghost. Can a ghost do this?
I'm glad nobody could see that.
I know.
I'm so glad nobody could see what
I'm
you
not
just
going to
did.
explain it.
No, let's move on.
So, Lord Chief Baron, which I think is by far the coolest title for a judge.
That's pretty good.
And I really want to look into becoming a judge in London now. Lord Chief D. So Lord Chief Baron, the judge, said there really wasn't any need to establish malice because it was kind of an open and shut case except for the intent to kill. So they knew he was guilty of murder, no matter what. But they were like, we need to establish why he wanted to kill Thomas. And they had established that Smith had not acted in self-defense, and he did not do it by accident, nor had he attempted to apprehend the apparition or been provoked by it?
Interesting.
Lord Chief Baron also said, and before I get into the verdict and everything, I'll get your opinion. So, Lord Chief Baron stated that the previous good character of Francis Smith meant nothing in this case. Tell me what you think. What do you think Francis's end-all, be-all goal was?
In terms of the ghost?
Yeah, just what his, if you were on the jury, you sit down in the room after you sit through the trial, you hear what his wife has to say, what his sister has to say, what the judge has to say. Mm-hmm. What do you say to your fellow jurors? In an English accent.
I'm not going to do an English accent. It sounds kind of like a racist Russian, so I can't. Oh, it's really tough. So
isn't a racist Russian just a regular Russian? Based on what we've talked about before.
Yeah. Okay. So it's interesting because obviously he murdered him.
Yeah.
But murder's murder regardless of the intention behind it or not. I didn't mean to murder him, you still did. But
I thought he was a ghost. Yeah.
But he's still shooting a gun in London, which there's probably something there.
In a neighborhood close to a church.
Yeah. So maybe manslaughter.
Okay.
Accidental murder. So I could make the defense of manslaughter. He didn't mean to kill him. He was trying to shoot at something that couldn't die. Maybe try to scare it off or something. I don't fucking know what his intention was shooting a ghost. What do you expect to fucking happen?
So that's my look at my thoughts on the matter is that no matter what angle you look at Francis, in my opinion, I see it as murder. Whether it was a ghost, whether it was a man, whatever, Francis should not have been out on the streets with a shotgun that night. He could have been out on the streets if he had a club. That's a non-lethal weapon, and I guess if
a shotgun, he shouldn't have shot it. It shouldn't be loaded.
I don't think he should have been out there with a shotgun.
Well, no, I don't either. Yeah. But this is also,
this is
back in the day.
Yeah, but if he had gone out with a club, for example, I'm not saying that it would be okay to smack Thomas Millwood over the head with a club, but you would find the answer to whether Thomas is a ghost or not based on the thump that you get after you fucking bonk his head. So, even if you hit his lower jaw, still going to get a little bit more of a physical thump than a metaphysical whoosh.
Yeah.
So, I would say charge him with murder. And at the time, murder was a death penalty, right?
You wouldn't say manslaughter.
I wouldn't say manslaughter.
I mean, he didn't mean to murder him.
I don't know, man. He went out with a shotgun.
Well, he didn't mean to murder a human.
This is a fucking musket shotgun, dude.
Yeah, but
you're not gonna shoot somebody and they live. This is 1803. You get shot.
Well, the problem is
you die.
They have to actually hit you.
They're not accurate, but it's not like he was very far away.
Well, to talk about the murder or manslaughter, if you hit somebody with your car and they die, and it was an accident.
Yeah, but
you didn't mean to murder them.
This is a gun.
Yeah, but he wasn't shooting at what he thought was a human.
Yeah, but why the fuck would anyone shoot at a ghost?
Beyond that, we don't know why he was shooting at a ghost or what he expected. He wasn't shooting at a person. So if I was hypothetically in the middle of nowhere, nothing around 30 miles around me, there's no cities, no towns, I'm in a pit in the desert and I'm shooting at the wall, a bullet ricochets off and kills somebody. Is that murder or manslaughter?
I would say that one's manslaughter, but
I'd say that's manslaughter.
I
didn't mean to shoot anybody.
You're also not firing at something that could potentially be a person.
Now, okay, let's.
That has a
we need to set.
form.
We need to set up a different idea.
So the fact is, in my opinion, real quick.
No, I want to change it.
Thomas Millwood. I know. So Thomas Millwood is not this like ball of gases. Thomas Millwood is a human-shaped thing standing in front of Francis, and Francis has a human-ending weapon in his hands. He warns him, asks who and what he is, and gives no time for response.
Which was wrong. I agree. He should have waited for a response. But
and I get
we're
that,
also
I get
looking
that
at it.
Fear. I get that fear is definitely going to
more than that,
his
just
approach on
belief.
things.
You're viewing this viewpoint as somebody who's on the fence, as a skeptic
on this stuff.
Now, if you were 100% convinced that this ghost, who is also probably a demon from Satan, because that's what ghosts were,
yeah,
I don't think you'd really hesitate as a ghost keeps walking up to you.
But would you believe that a bullet can stop a ghost?
Maybe.
A ghost that can disappear?
Maybe it'll just make it disappear.
Maybe.
Like that, I think that was the idea. Anytime somebody tried to grab it or touch it, it would disappear. So you shoot it and make it disappear, and that's a big enough thing that you're going to scare it off or something.
But they're trying to apprehend it. And that was the judge's defense, is that he made no attempt to apprehend the ghost. And by shooting it,
but they knew apprehending the ghost never worked, because they would grab him and they
didn't
would
really
disappear.
grab. The one guy tried to punch. He didn't try to grab it, though. And it disappeared when when it was running away from that other dude.
I don't know. I think.
But I do get your approach.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No, you're good. And it's funny because the manslaughter approach, like saying manslaughter, is actually what the jury came back to the court with.
Hold on. One more question.
Yeah.
So that I make sure we're on the same page.
I won't go all in on the verdict just yet.
Okay, so this was probably in the 2000s, I think. There's a dude. He wakes up one night. He's covered in blood. He drives to the police department and says, "I don't know what happened. I might have hurt somebody." So he's sitting. Basically, they're collecting evidence from him. They start calling around. He had gotten up, sleepwalking, got in his car, drove to his in-laws' house, and brutally murdered them with like a screwdriver.
Jesus.
And then he woke up in the car driving back.
Just completely unaware of what
covered
happened.
in blood. Had no idea what had happened. So it became this huge case because it's, well, can you prove he was awake or asleep?
Yeah, can you prove whether he made the conscious decision of doing it?
Yeah, like...
And I love this lawyer shit. I love it so fucking much, getting into the intricacies of it.
You should go to Louisiana and then just take the bar, because you don't actually have to go through any school to take the bar in Louisiana.
And then I can be our fucking... I can sign all of our paperwork. We can make the Pressure Points letterhead the legal Pressure Points letterhead.
Yes, we'll rent out a lot in Louisiana and have that the business.
Buy me some law books.
Perfect.
Dope.
Google.
We're set.
Google it.
Yeah. Free law book PDF, no. Louisiana.
Louisiana bar exam key.
I'm sure it's online.
I'm sure.
Oh, God.
But you know, that's an interesting case, because he obviously murdered somebody.
Yeah.
But he didn't mean to. Yeah. He wasn't necessarily conscious. I think he eventually got off.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, obviously it ruined his entire life, and he was full of guilt, and I'm pretty sure his wife left him.
I'm sure
because it was just
honestly,
too much to handle.
It makes sense. Like, I feel like being able to approach that, if you were able to, I don't know if you would have to fight like innocent by reason of insanity. You might, just because he wasn't cognizant during the entire thing, but that's fucking crazy shit. But I could still see them charging him with manslaughter because they have evidence against him. In this case, because they know who did it, and because he was aware, I don't blame them for basically sentencing Francis to the death penalty. I don't agree with the death penalty. At the time, it was kind of a frontier justice system anyway.
I was going to say, it's... But... I mean, I kind of support the death penalty if it's bad. Take him around back and shoot him.
That's fair.
But the death penalty as we have it with, lethal injection, that doesn't always work. And, that's a whole other episode.
Plus, our current justice system just isn't set up well in the United States anyway.
Yeah. But, like, if we had a solid justice system, it would just save, it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to put one person to death in the system because of, privatized jails. But if you just take them around back and have a firing squad, that's the cost of 7 blanks and 1 real bullet.
So,
sorry, sidetrack.
Dude, you're just fine. I needed filler time anyway.
We never need filler time.
So, with the death penalty back in 1803, it was death by hanging and then dissection, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. They went all in, probably just to make sure that they were actually dead.
And to make it so that if the ghost comes back, he can't walk.
Yeah. So
doesn't have his limbs.
So that they know the ghost that comes back was a murderer. So that you're okay to shoot at it.
Yeah.
So, the jury was advised to come to a verdict. After an hour, they decided he should be charged with manslaughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good job. They were told that the court couldn't receive that verdict. That only whether Francis...
You're wrong.
That only whether Francis was guilty or should be acquitted was acceptable. Mind you, this is fucking political theater back in 1800s.
Oh, yeah.
England. So the jury convenes again. They come back out and they say, we've returned with a guilty verdict. And he is sentenced to hanging and dissection. Now, they actually changed his punishment because it was viewed as a manslaughter case. And he was actually given a year of hard labor, which is a very, very light sentencing versus hanging and dissection, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to kill you too. You have to work hard for a year. It's like, Francis just like, fine by me.
All right, I won't question it. Let's go.
I didn't have to, make a fucking plea bargain. Dope.
Yeah, bang the gavel. Let's go.
Yeah. So, there was major publicity surrounding the event that actually brought truth to the light about the Hammersmith ghost.
Oh, really?
Now, John Graham was an elderly shoemaker, and he had an apprentice who was intentionally scaring John's children and grandchildren with ghost stories, like all the time. He would come over to the shop, work, and kids would come up and say, "What are you working on, apprentice?" And he would just spook them, constantly scare these kids. So John Graham decided he was going to teach this kid a lesson. And John dressed up in a white sheet by the churchyard, and he intended to find and scare his apprentice. When he would not find him, he would build hype around the fact that there was a ghost by the churchyard. He was never charged with a crime, but the ghost of Hammersmith was never real. So
a man got murdered for no
Smith
reason.
Killed Thomas Millwood for no reason because someone was trying to go out and scare people. Fucking ridiculous.
Love it.
I'm not finished, though.
Oh.
In 1983, the UK had to approach a case and about basically a mugging and an assault. Now, Francis Smith's case was brought up in that case because the course of the event was there was a kid who he had mugged this woman, and this man saw him, grabs the kid, and just starts dragging him towards the police station. Now, as the kid is being dragged, the kid is begging bystanders for help. And we'll say his name is Joe. Joe comes over to help this kid because he didn't see the mugging. All he sees is a man dragging a kid, and the kid's asking for help. So Joe goes over, and Joe says, "Let that kid go." And the man goes, no, I'm a police officer. I'm taking him to the station. Like, this kid's going to jail. And Joe says, show me your documents. Show me your badge, whatever. Like, if you're a cop, prove it. Guy's not able to show documents. So Joe sees this guy as a kidnapper and beats the shit out of him, knocks a couple of this dude's teeth out, and it goes... I mean, the guy presses charges because he says, I was preventing a crime, and this dude stopped me from essentially continuing to prevent it and holding this kid liable. And Joe says, all I was doing was protecting this kid because I didn't understand what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
So, they establish in the court that, and it's going to sound kind of confusing.
Okay.
Because it's fucking law terms and shit. Establish in court that the mistake of fact can be a successful defense, regardless of whether the belief is reasonable or not. So, the mistake of the assault is only a defense if it's a reasonable defense. So
I thought it was a ghost and I shot it. I saw a dude kidnapping a kid, so I beat his ass.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the connection between the cases.
So, essentially what they did was they kind of defended Francis at the time. They said his full belief in the ghost and trying to prevent it was, in essence, his defense.
Yeah.
And saying
he believed
he's not liable of murder.
Yeah.
So...
That's like saying, never mind. I was going to make a joke about an anti-vaxxer. He believes it has mercury, so when his kid dies, he's not liable.
Yeah. So,
ooh, I don't like that anymore.
The only issue is that the approach that they took with Joe is that Joe should not have turned to violence so quickly. He should have asked more probing questions to the man dragging the kid.
Like they should have done with the ghost.
Joe was found guilty, exactly the same as Francis. Francis was found guilty. He should have asked more follow-up questions to not have resulted in violence so quickly, and the whole situation would have been avoided. Problems solved. So, if you see a ghost, do not shoot at it. I don't think it will do anything. But yeah, I hit you with a ghost story that was not actually a ghost story. It was me just talking law all along.
Oh, you bastard.
You got fucking played,
I
baby.
knew you were going to try that.
You thought you were getting away from homework for the night? I just hit you with a law book, bitch. Oh, goodness. But yeah, so I mean, I guess we technically got 2 episodes out of this because we planned originally for a better one.
And then you got this.
And then your boy D went into law. Here I am, Harvard Law School, PP Law School, baby.
PP Law School.
PP
we
Law
are.
School.
If we get, I'm gonna make a new stretch goal because I got to do that. If we get 30 Patreon subscribers, we will fly to Louisiana and attempt the bar exam.
Yeah, absolutely, I'll do it. I would be so happy if I got that. I would kill to defend people.
You would only be able to do that in Louisiana.
I would murder people
to defend them.
Defend murderers. Yeah, dude. I'm a sucker for fucking law, man.
Bastard.
It's crazy. Not
fucking ACAB eating motherfucker.
No,
bootlicker. You fucking bootlicker.
Not that at all.
Oh, actual law.
The opposite side of that.
Oh, upholding justice.
Actually upholding justice, not allowing people to go to jail for no fucking reason.
like a white woman who stole $250,000 got probation. Black woman who stole same area $40,000 went to jail.
Exactly. These are the reasons I would love to do it. I don't have the drive to actually take law school, or any school for that matter.
I was like, come on.
There's my fallacy.
Just go online.
Yeah, right.
It's not bad. I'm doing it.
This is me. I can barely even do my fucking notes a day before.
I have 2 1-hour assignments done, and it is 3 minutes until I am 2 hours away to their due date. So
that's fair.
Yeah, I'm managing. I think you should look into it. Get some prereqs. It's really not that bad. I actually know somebody who went through it.
But then I'd become a soulless lawyer.
No.
And then I'd have to read nonfiction. Do you know how much I hate nonfiction?
I love nonfiction. Wait, you hate nonfiction? It's all we read for this podcast.
Why do you think I hate doing my notes?
What the fuck? Why did you do this?
This is bullshit. I quit.
And then there's that joke every episode.
Oh, bringing it back, baby.
Do it. I'm going to hold you accountable.
I mean, I'll look into it.
We'll get some more.
I'm not going to make any promises.
We'll get some more. I'll make a stretch goal. 50 patrons. Pay for D's law school. Licensed lawyer.
Don't do that, because then all of the proceeds have to go to me going to law school, and none of them go to, your half doesn't go to you at all. It goes to me going to law school.
Hey, if you're going into law school, I support it.
I'm going to fail out so that we still have all the patrons. And I tried law school.
You just enroll, never show up.
Day one, you're kicked out of law school. Okay.
Whoops.
Whoopsie daisies. Don't unsubscribe. Do you have Patreon pulled up?
Oh, fuck. Yes.
We've got a lot today.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be great. Let's see if I can fucking find it.
This is intense. All right, so we have...
I was going to do it.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah. Just do the first name on that one.
Sorry. We have Abby, AJ's third nut, Lindo, NSA Isn't Real, D's Nuts, Nordic Thunder, Toddle Waddle, Dark Runner, Haley, and Casey McFacey. Thank you guys so much.
Major shout out to you guys.
This is crazy. We just fucking exploded.
Yeah, big ol' explosion. Such a big explosion that AJ got COVID.
No, thank Christ, no. No, but 10! Yeah. We made it to 10!
We hit our very first stretch goal.
This is, I didn't think this would happen for a couple of years.
At some point soon, you guys, those that are our patrons, will get
the toe reveal.
Yeah, legit, it actually is happening.
It actually is. You get to see my gross toes.
We walk you through the studio with a non-audio. Well, actually, it has audio, but we actually do a video and show you the studio a little bit, where we put our butt cheeks and show off our tootsies.
Yep, all day.
Yeah, it's thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
I really cannot thank you guys enough. I posted on Patreon earlier last week, and thanked you, but this has been astounding. So we appreciate it. If you're interested, I know I talk about it all the time at the start of the episode, but we're tying things up. So if you are interested on checking out our Patreon, we do an extra show. It's called Sloppy Seconds. We release a couple every week. We're working on being a little bit more regular, and AJ and I are working on bigger projects, more journalism type projects that will probably start out as Patreon exclusives. So if you're interested, by all means, you can subscribe. If you sign up to certain tiers, you can get a free fucking sticker, baby.
Hell yeah.
Other tiers, you can get discount codes. You can get free merch as well. I think. I don't know. I thought that was one of them. It used to be.
I know. I'm trying to remember.
Oh. But check it out. We're doing our best to make it worth it for you guys. We have some lower price tiers, so look into it. We'd appreciate the support, but don't break the bank if you can't afford it. If you can't afford it, don't do it.
Yeah, obviously. This is just if you got if you got $4 or $6 to throw away.
Yeah, go for it.
Then we'd love it. We won't complain about it.
Honestly, it helps motivate us to do more with that exclusive content. Do more with the podcast. Yeah. So it is greatly appreciated that people are supporting us, and really, the things just giving you an extra show. It's, in my opinion, it's not enough to say thank you. We owe you guys a ton, and we really appreciate it. As always, though, find us on Instagram and Twitter at @PointSoPressure. Send us anything you got. Really quick, I want to thank Taylor. I think that was their name.
Well, while he's looking for that, I'm going to name off just a couple episode titles from Sloppy Seconds. My favorite, most recent one was What Ronald Reagan Wanted to Hide, parentheses, not clickbait. So that one's really good. Let's see. Gonna scroll down. We got finally, Josh. Let's see.
Fucking Josh.
McDonald Minecraft. It makes more sense there in the episode. We've been with Joe. We actually have some other people on these every once in a while. I forgot about that. We had a stream where we had like 4 or 5 people in the room.
So full.
Awful. And 90s kids, parentheses, dumb. Bambi Dick. I don't remember. Actually, I do kind of remember the background of that.
Oh,
we talk about Scientology.
Yeah, food revolution.
Oh, I get heated on a couple of these where I'm just fucking yelling for no reason.
They're good. Not nearly as structured as this like our regular episodes are.
Yeah,
you wouldn't think that you could get less structured than this, but we managed
we did it somehow.
Taylor is the one that messaged us. Truly appreciate you reaching out. And I'm glad you found us. Thank you for following and shooting us a message. Your feedback was fantastic. And same to Mal. Mal. I appreciate you reaching out all the time. It has been fantastic getting your feedback and show ideas, even though we haven't really touched upon any of them yet. We have a pretty huge cache of stuff that we're working on clearing through. I have a lot of source material.
Oh my gosh. I have so many from Nordic Thunder that are just so awesome.
So please reach out with show suggestions. Honestly, a lot of stuff can get expedited up the list if we really dig it. So yeah, reach out to us and we will catch you dudes next Monday. Thanks again for joining us.